Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to take you through a quick routine for energy and strength. This is a great routine when you need some energy and strength to get through your day, or if you need a quick pick-me-up, if you're having that little afternoon slump, or anytime you just need a quick energy boost. This is a great routine to fit into your day. My name is Diana and I'm with Be Empowered Yoga with Diana. And if you like the videos that you see here, please subscribe below, hit the like button. I love to hear your feedback anytime. With that being said, let's get started. So we're going to start today standing in mountain pose. And we're just going to get ourselves ready for our practice. Grounding your feet into the earth beneath you. Having all four corners of your feet just evenly pressed into the mat, and take a minute to just take a nice deep breath in and let it all out. Bringing your hands on either side of you, taking a nice deep inhale in, lifting your hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step your feet back, finding your downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out here if you'd like to really stretch out the back legs. We're going to be working on a lot of different strength exercises today. So just stretching out the back thighs, your calves, just starting to work up some energy, moving throughout your body. Walking your feet up to the top of your mat and just bringing your feet about mat width apart, and start to sink your hips down, coming into a garland pose, into your little squat position, and bringing your elbows and really using your elbows here to push open your knees. So your back is nice and straight and tall. You're using your elbows to open up your legs, working your inner thighs. And we're here for 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Dropping your hands down on the mat, extending your left leg behind you, dropping down onto your knee, and keeping your right foot just on the outside of your mat here, coming into your lizard pose. So coming down on your left forearm. And there's a couple of options here. So you can stay here in your lizard pose, or if you really want to open up your inner thighs, you can take your right hand and push open, just pushing slightly that knee out, your right knee out slightly. Really opening up your inner thigh here. And we're here for 3 breaths. On your last breath, you're going to bring your hands back down onto the mat, coming back into your squat. And this time we're going to extend out the right leg behind us. And coming into lizard pose on the other side. So again, dropping that knee down on the mat, bringing your right forearm down on the mat. And again, remembering your options here, so you can stay in this position or take your left hand and really opening up that left knee to get that nice inner thigh stretch. Two more breaths. On your last breath, you're bringing your hands down onto the mat, tucking that back toe under and bringing your left foot to meet your right into your downward facing dog. I'm thinking of bringing your heels down as low as you can, really pressing into your hands into the mat. So your fingers are nice and wide. Your tailbone is up and lifted. Your chest is pushing towards your upper thighs. Really stretching out the back calves here, your back thighs. On an inhale, we're going to lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bringing your right foot in between your two hands, dropping that back foot down and finding your warrior one. Using your core to lift yourself up. Your feet are grounded into the mat. Your arms are extended overhead. And we're going to move into a warrior series. And the warrior poses are really known for their strength and their concentration and their balance. So we're really working on our lower body here, strength, our quads, our core to keep us nice and lifted. On an inhale, we're going to transition into your warrior two, keeping that front knee bent. All four corners of the feet are pressing into the earth. You're nice and tall. There's strength in your arms. Your gaze is just over that pinky finger. Dropping your back hand down, flipping that palm over, finding your reverse warrior. Really opening up your side ribs here. Still working on that strength in your lower body. Dropping your right hand down, pivoting your body to the top of your mat. Bringing your hands in prayer, start to bend that front foot forward and lifting up that back leg into your warrior three. Now you have a couple of options here. You can place your hands on the mat if you're finding that your balance is a little off today, or you can keep your hands like mine, or you can keep your hands in prayer. You can extend your arms behind you in airplane, whatever works for you. Really working on your concentration and your balance here and your focus. One more breath. Dropping that back leg down, pivoting towards the long side of your mat, finding your goddess pose. Keeping your hands lifted up towards the sky, really thinking of sinking those hips down. So you're really engaging your thighs here. Still nice and tall. Your core is still working here. Coming towards the other side of your mat, pivoting, keeping that back foot down, finding your warrior one. Nice deep breath in. Exhale into your warrior two. Front knee is still nice and bent here. That back leg is still nice and strong and straight. You're tall. Really thinking about the crown of your head, really pulling towards the ceiling here. Nice and tall and strong. Flipping that palm over, finding your reverse warrior. Finding your strength and your stability here. And really taking the strength in these poses and thinking about bringing it through your day, knowing that you have the strength to get through whatever the day has in store for you. Bringing that arm down, finding your warrior three. Again, however way you want to keep your hands. If you need to bring them onto the mat, feel free to do that. Keep them in prayer. Extend them behind you. We're here for 2 more breaths. You can do it. Just focus your gaze on something in front of you. And dropping that back foot down, coming into your goddess pose one more time. This time we're going to bring our hands to our hips and we're going to lift and lower the heels. So we're going to continue working on that lower body strength. So on an inhale, we're going to lift up onto our tippy toes. Exhale, dropping down onto our heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pushing those heels down. So you're really using your thighs here to help you lift and lower. Still working on your balance. 2 more. Lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Straightening those legs, keeping your hands at your waist. We're going to start to come forward, bending and hinging at the hips here. Dropping your hands down onto the mat and just coming into a wide leg forward fold. You can always use a block. So if this is too intense, use props, and there's nothing wrong with using props. You're still getting the same benefit. I really hope that you listen to your body. So I don't want you overstretching. If this is too much, use a prop, use a block, use a book, whatever you need. Or you can come and bring your hands behind your calves, whatever works for you. Keeping your right hand on the mat, lifting your left arm up to the sky. Just giving yourself a little twist here. Dropping that hand down, lifting your right arm up to the sky. And dropping that hand down. Start to heel toe your feet slightly closer together. Bringing your hands to your hips, lifting yourself up, using your core to lift yourself up. Start to sink down, finding your squat one more time. Coming down onto your mat and facing the front of your mat. And we're going to move into a nice full body stretch here. So extending your arms out in front of you, start to lower yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. Extending your legs out in front of you. Extending your arms up overhead and just give yourself a nice full body stretch here. Bringing your attention to your breath and really thinking of expanding your diaphragm here. As you take a nice deep inhale, exhale it out. Bringing your arms down to either side of you, starting to lift your upper body at about a 45-degree angle and start to lift your lower body at a 45-degree angle and just finding your half boat pose here. Again, we're still using a lot of core strength here. Your arms are strong, your legs are strong. And we're here for 5 breaths. So we're really going to try and keep that strength going. I know you can do it. You might be shaking a little bit, and that's good. The shake is good. The burn is great. Keeping your gaze forward. And drop yourself down, bending your knees, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Bringing your hands on either side of you, slowly start to lift your hips up, coming into your bridge pose. Your feet are still pressing into the earth. I really want you to think of your feet grounding you into this moment, into this pose. Option here is to take your hands and clasp them underneath your bottom here, and just lifting those hips up a little bit more. Bringing your chin slightly into your chest here. So we're really just expanding the whole length of your spine. One more nice deep breath in. Exhale, releasing your hands, lowering your body down, bringing your legs up to the sky, and just grabbing a hold of the back of your legs here and start to bring them closer to your chest. So we're just stretching out that whole lower body that we just worked on here. And just bring them as close as you can, just until you feel a nice stretch here. Bending your knees towards your elbows, clasping the outside of your feet, coming into your happy baby pose. And sway side to side here if you'd like, or you can remain static. However way you enjoy this happy baby pose. It's one of my favorite stretches. Just breathing into this nice inner thigh stretch here. Bringing the soles of your feet together and lowering them down onto the mat. Into your bound ankle pose, bringing your hands on either side of you, palms facing up. And you can remain in this, in your bound ankle pose, or if you'd like, you can extend your legs out in front of you for your Shavasana. Whatever feels good to you, whatever feels comfortable to you. And take this minute to close your eyes. Just paying attention to how your body just sinks into the mat beneath you. So concentrating on all the areas that are touching the mat. Your shoulder blades, your lower back, the back of your thighs, the back of your calves. And just completely surrendering into the mat beneath you. Bringing your knees into your chest, stretching out that lower back, giving yourself a nice hug here. Coming on over to your side, pushing into your hand, coming into a seated position. Taking a nice deep inhale in, lifting your hands up to the sky. Bringing your palms together to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. And thanking yourself for taking the time for you today to work on building some energy and strength that you may need to get through the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.